All right, what's going on? So Bill Cosby, man, who was sentenced to 3 to 10 years due to, I guess, a rape allegation, sexual misconduct of this one victim, Andrea Costin, back in 2005 in his home. And we know how the whole spill happened too as well. That a bunch of women started speaking out, especially with the Me Too movement, saying, "Yeah, I was sexually assaulted as well." And it was just super crazy though. So I mean, personally, I didn't think Bill Cosby did this. I mean, even though his lawyer, he pleaded guilty, saying, "Okay, yeah, okay, maybe I used some date rape drug or whatever, and have sex with women over the years." But I mean, with this, this is kind of, I don't know, this is kind of ridiculous though in so many ways. But I'm glad that he's actually out of prison. That was a long 3 years, and I remember too, like when he was convicted and he was doing his sentencing, man. I mean, yeah, he was being pretty much abused and inhumane treatment, and this guy too, man. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he's very up there in age, man. Can't really see that well, so it was pretty much a complete disadvantage. And then too, him getting still being in prison at that time during the peak of the pandemic, man, that was extremely, disappointing too as well, and it was deteriorating his health. So according to the original prison sentence, he was ordered actually to pay a fine of $25,000 plus, and a prosecution as part of the sentence. So in addition, I think this was in the Montgomery County and in Pennsylvania. So Judge Stephen O'Neill ruled that Cosby would be classified as a sexually violent predator in that particular time during the sentencing. And this was a determination that requires a lifetime registration, lifetime mandatory sex offender, counseling with a treatment provider, and notification to the community that a sexually violent predator lives in the area. Now, the reason why he was released, according to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court rule, there was like a vast violation of Cosby's due process rights when he was criminally charged and convicted. So a decade after a previous prosecutor had declined to prosecute him in order to urge him to sit for a civil disposition, instead, which was ultimately used against him in the criminal trial. So the panel of the judges say their opinion released Wednesday that the former Montgomery County District Attorney Bruce Castor investigated allegations of drugging, rape against Cosby by a woman named Andrea Constant in 2005. So, I mean, it was very difficult. In other words, it was very difficult for them to actually prove a reasonable doubt that he drugged and raped Constant. So, I mean, at least it's good to see that this man had his freedom. I mean, a very well-known American comedian, expired so many people with the Huxtables. I mean, so the whole 9 yards. He has a lot of wealth. The thing is, I'm pretty sure all that stuff will get expunged from his record, him being on the sex offenders list. But I mean, at the end of the day, you even had Andrea Constant. She was like, "Oh, this is not a victory. This is just a slap in the face of all sexual assault victims." So my thing is, with these cases, it's so sensitive that we don't even know that these people did it. Like, it's no videos, it's no. And then why wait many years to say something? That causes a lot of just suspect. I mean, at the end of the day, I understand that he was emotionally traumatizing at the time, but you got to go to the police. You got to, if this really happened, you got to go there immediately, get this process going. Don't wait many years. And ever since then, since you want to make an economic move created by NBC, for a great network for African Americans and actors and comedians and stuff like that. I mean, that would have been very powerful. So that's why we was thinking about this conspiracy that, okay, maybe, they trying to tarnish Bill Cosby's, image, and they trying to make him as an example. Like, hey, you're not going to be too powerful. Yeah, we gave you all this money over the years, but hey, you ain't gonna step over our toes. There's only so much wealth you're gonna obtain. If not, we're gonna bring up all the stuff that you did in the 70s, 60s. I'm like, so this is why, we wasn't really taking it serious. And then to the people too that is really being sexually abused and accused and stuff like that, or is just sexually abused and sexually assaulted by men. I mean, in women, it makes it like to the point that people's gonna start being cold-hearted because you're looking at this stuff. So I just think that's a slap in the face to a lot of people who have actually been sexually assaulted. If Andrea Constant didn't even, hasn't been sexually assaulted, maybe they had sexual relations, we don't know, or he, she was mad that she couldn't get no money from him, whatever. But Bill Cosby was a married man, and the thing is, I just can't imagine him, doing something like this. But it is what it is, man. But I just want to sit up here and talk about this, see what's next on this. This is very interesting, man. Yeah, man. I think Cosby's attorney addressed the media Wednesday alongside saying the system has to be fair. And fortunately, the Supreme Court agreed with us, and we said from day one we just didn't think it was treated fairly. Yeah, which I agree. I mean, it's he say she say type stuff, and it makes you know the man convicted, and there it goes. Everybody believing in it, so it is what it is, man. So welcome back, Cosby, man. That's all I really have to say. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man. This is really interesting. So yeah, he's in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. Yeah, free man. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I think he gonna have a press conference pretty soon. And yeah, I'm just glad he's here and his wife was actually by his side, which is a beautiful thing. All right, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Continue to support the channel, man. I really appreciate y'all. This is the fastest growing channel in the world. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Deuces.